And look at how big this map is, man. Like, look at how tiny my range is. Worse than tier 5? Of course. If tier 7 is facing tier 9 60 to 70% of the time, that means tier 5 is mostly facing tier 6. No carrier, fair enough. And I'd argue that tier 5 versus tier 6 and tier 7 is much better than tier 7 versus tier 9. Tier 8 is a massive power spike because you get another upgrade slot, which has some pretty powerful stuff like concealment. And for battleships, they gain armor. Cruisers gain pen and range. It's tier 7 to tier 8 is a huge jump. And yeah, tier 5s don't play very well against tier 7s. But 13.2 kilometers of range with a 6.5 second reload and 13 seconds of lead time. Yeah, that's not great. It's not amazing. Yeah, and face Musashi is rare. To be honest, it's scarier to face a Missouri or an Iowa than it is to face a Musashi in tier 7 ships, because any 406 shell is going to overmatch tier 7s, right? So it's scarier. The more accurate it is, the scarier it gets, you know. Damn, no spots, huh? Can I teach you about tier 10? I know nothing about tier 10. Oh, man. New York's good. I think you should stick with the New York. Seems pretty good. Are we actually getting blind fired? Is this real life? He hit my turret. Damn, bro. Matchmaking won't be +1, -1 because it's a good job. Am I getting bombed? What? There's no way I'm getting this much attention. There's no way. That's insane. Wow, those are some good torps. I just gotta say, those are some nice torpedoes. Feels good, man. So there we go. That's how we do damage. We have someone just drive into us and gift their ship away. You know, and I'm not saying I want everyone on the enemy team to just give free damage like that. It's not the goal. I can't really do much damage to a Balti, huh? That Freddy was kind of locked in. At that point, it's pretty hard. Just so many torpedoes going around. Really? I don't know. I'm getting very lucky this game. There's battleships pushing in and sitting bow on. Just giving their ships away. So, I don't know. Do I prefer these over the Dutch line? Not so far, but to be fair, I didn't really play the low tiers in the Dutch line. I used free XP. So, there is that. Two fires, 166 hits, yeah. A lot of those would be against areas of the ship that are already lit on fire, though, I would say. We'll just have to see what the high-tier versions of these ships look like. I think they have potential to be good, but I'm not sure. It's tough to say. Well, that man's sad. Good old slow down turn in. It's a classic. Don't really want to turn this way. I feel like there'd be some deep water torps heading my way. Probably. Hey, what do you know? Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot this guy. It's a little bit too difficult to lead at that range. Just a little too tough. Bit of a blowout again, I must say. Those deep water torps, man, they're gonna get you. They're kind of nuts. We got a game where you're on the opposite side, yeah. I'd prefer them just to be, close games, but it's nicer to be on the winning side of the blowout. I will say that. Oh my goodness. And then we get an instant double fire. This poor man. Alright, this is the first salvo that could light a fire after his damage got. Oh, not quite. Okay, not the filthiest I've ever seen. Yeah, not the filthiest. Pretty good though, still. Lots of shatters. Must have been missing the superstructure. Alright, this one should give some decent XP. Because it is a win. Yeah, these ships seem really good when people just push into you. They seem pretty decent. And then a miserable experience when that doesn't happen. Oh, man. I haven't played too much against these things yet in other ships, so I worry that they're not going to be very enjoyable to fight against. That's my worry. Wargaming often doesn't consider what things are like to play against, so these could be rough. The arcs don't even seem that amazing on that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're okay arcs. You're on the tier 8 getting 210 games all the time. 12-kilometer range is a pain. Oof. It has 12 kilometers of range base? That's rough. That's very rough. Tier 8 is the worst experience in any ship in the entire game. Oh no. Oh no. What's the gimmick of these? It's smoked up HE spam. So you get to smoke in a tech tree HE spammer line. And they have long-range deep water torpedoes. They're decent. What's up, Mr. Killmeister? Chump. Yep. Yep, it's a decent tier 7, but it requires the enemy team to gift you damage. That's what it requires.